So 4 stars for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And Sean, back to you. What else have you been watching that you want to talk about?
Okay, well, I managed to watch it on Disney, because I got a friend Nigel who I popped round to see, and he's like a big Star Wars fan because we played this game called Star Wars Legion,
Oh
which
yeah.
is a bunch of us, which is like 28mm models and we had a game, and Leia died, and Han died, and the Emperor died, and everybody, Boba Fett. Anyway, but this was a series, so Obi Wan. So anyway, the series which is on
Obi
Disney
Wan
Plus,
Kenobi,
Obi Wan,
yes, the latest Star
yeah,
Wars
Obi Wan
season.
Kenobi, yeah. So here we go. So Obi Wan, 6 episodes, hour long. The first episode. If we could do this episode by episode, it would be quite good. I don't know if we'll ever get a chance to see it. Well, probably not for a long time. But anyway, it starts off. Whoa, this is good, man. This is good. The first episode. Whoa, this is like totally good. And the second episode's okay. Third and fourth, yeah, they sort of don't know. To me, they don't tie in with the actual movies. There's some discrepancies that I've got, but I mean, the action's
and
there.
I guess the problem with this is that it's supposed to tie in with the movies, because
It's supposed to tie in with the movies.
This is supposed to be set in what Obi Wan Kenobi does in between the end of Revenge of the Sith and the beginning of A New Hope.
And the beginning of A New Hope, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's some bits which, when I think back to the original films, I think, wow, yeah, could that have happened from what people have said and different things that are going on? But that's not to detract from the action and the characters, and it's full of action, so like you'd expect. But it's sort of, for me, it gradually sort of became, it's one of those ones that's such a shame, let me down. So, but I think that can happen sometimes. That's happened with a few of the series, isn't it? But it started off with a bang. Really started off with a bang. And just that, I would watch that first episode again because it was so good.
Okay. So now, Sean, you see, this is the thing, because obviously this is on Disney Plus, is a Star Wars series, and so what they've been doing and what Disney Plus do with these series is that they release one episode a week. So that means that the 6 episodes, this show has been out for about 6 weeks now. So over a month. I haven't seen a single episode on it. And I'm somebody who, I would have counted myself as a Star Wars fan, but I never liked the idea of this show. When they first mentioned it, I was like, why? Why are you going back? Why does every character need to have every single bit of their life filled in? This doesn't make any sense. This is going to be, and for me, I just had no expectation for this. It's my expectation for this is so in the toilet, because I feel like it is a money grab. It is nothing new. It is going over old ground. It is, and for that, and everything I heard about this just made me think, no. They were like, Darth Vader's gonna be in it. I was like, ugh. Hayden Christensen is coming back to play Darth Vader. Ugh. Everything I heard about this just made me think, no, I don't want to watch it. So in 6 weeks, I have not been able to muster up any enthusiasm to press play on Obi Wan Kenobi, even though Disney Plus has been yelling at me, telling me, Obi Wan Kenobi. I'm like, get lost. I'll watch Miss Marvel instead. So what you've told me about is starting off with a bang and then it's sort of tailing off and then becoming disappointing. It just sounds like what I expected. And we were talking earlier about there being so much stuff to watch. And quite frankly, I feel like at the moment I have better things to do with my time, and I have other things to watch with my time than a retread of Star Wars and Disney just trying to steal more money from me by telling me stuff that doesn't need to be told. Because after the Book of Boba Fett, I am so close to done. I am so close to done with Star Wars after the Book of Boba Fett. The only thing I want to see what they do with Mandalorian in season 3, but apart from that, I'm almost out.
Yeah, I can understand everything you say. To me, it is a bit of a money grab. But then it's like we said with the actual new films. Maybe they're just trying to get a new audience. You know what I mean? They're trying to get a younger audience in and I don't think they've done enough. Like with the Marvel. I know we keep going back to Marvel.
Because they're the standard setters nowadays. For blockbuster stuff, they're the standard setters.
They put enough in their movies to keep the old timers happy. Do you know what I mean? They put enough. They put enough in there for people that are fans of the comics to just, there's enough there that they acknowledge the fact that there are older people and it's not totally new. Whereas I think what the Star Wars universe has done is they've sort of tried to totally, remake it, if you see what I mean, for people like us,
Well, yeah, but it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not that they've tried to remake it. And I think if they, let's say they were going forward and they were telling you new stories and they're trying to remake it, fine. My problem is that they're going back to stuff that has already been set up and they're trying to remake that. They're going back and they're doing stuff that doesn't necessarily make sense with what we already have. They're going back and they're messing with stuff that is supposed to be established. They're going back and they're messing with Solo and they're trying to tell you all about all these dice that Han Solo has on the Millennium Falcon. I'm like, what the heck? I've watched like 9 movies to this point. I have never seen some dice on the Millennium Falcon thing. And then you now try and do that in Solo, and then you now try and put them in like episode 9 and try and tell me this. And I'm like, no, get lost.
You're right.
So if you're going to go forward and you're going to have like new characters and you're going to have a new world and you're going to try and say stuff, fine, but you're trying to go back and you're trying to come up with all this new stuff and new milieus and like we're trying to make things where things are darker and people are dying, but in the old world of Star Wars where things are already established. And I just think, for me, I'm just like, no. I mean, they're doing it with Andor. The character from Rogue One, the character played by Diego Luna, Andor. Yeah. He's getting his own series, and like, so you're going back to the stuff we already know. Forget about that.
Forget about it. Yeah, it would.
And that's why I know it's a controversial movie, and I know a lot of people don't like it, and that's why one of the reasons why I still really like and respect The Last Jedi, because if nothing else, it was trying to move things forward.
Yeah,
trying to do something totally new. But anyway, I've gone on to a Star Wars rant. How many stars would you give Obi Wan Kenobi?
Okay, I'm going to give this one a 3. Okay, I'm going to give this one a 3. It started off with a bang and went out with a whimper. So, my own opinion. So 3 star on the whole.
It doesn't sound like anything that I did not expect.
No, you're not missing anything, Toes. What you said